What's up, YouTube? It's Mburns1015. I decided to do a deck update for my Plant Ruler deck. I went undefeated again at locals. I made some changes to the deck, so I decided to show you guys. Uh, Monster lineup's pretty much the same. You got your 4 Dragon Rulers, your Boss Monster, they do everything. Normals, Dragon Shrine targets, level 1 tuners for 1 fire targets for Blaster. Mythic Engine, great way to go into rank 7s and rank 8s. Into your plant engine, you got your debris. It works, I guess I would consider this more into the dragon engine than the plant engine. You've got that like the 3 of combo, but I don't run that because it takes up too much extra deck space. Glow Bulb, probably the best reason this deck's good. It fuels your graveyard for the dragon rulers, 1-star tuner, plant, earth, just does everything. Dandy makes your tokens, makes your formula synchron plays. Also, Black Rose. Spore, uh, another way to make level leader. Another level 1 tuner, win for Tempest. And then the 2 Lone Fire. Your Rhodas, and Fire for Blaster. I got 2 Card Trooper for the mill package. This also helps with Black Rose plays. And then 2 Curry Bandits also helps with the mill and gives you a card advantage as well. And then to deal with problem cards and floodgates, I run 2 of each hand. I was running 3 before, but I decided to change it up because I found it to be cloggy, especially if the games got more grindy. Spells, you're 1 Foolish, probably the best card that works with both engines in the deck. What is this thing called? Burial, probably one of the best cards in the deck. It just fuels so many plays. It allows you to banish your dragon rulers to search out like mythics or tuners, and then you could just put them back in. I actually won my game in the finals versus Stella Knights today, 2-0, because I was just holding on to a burial and gaining card advantage off of banishing my title and my redoxes to make Felgrand. That was pretty much the thing that did him in. Gold Sark, not much to say. Can Rhoda for anything, but 9 times out of 10, you're hitting a Dragon Ruler to get the free plus. 1 for 1, you can pitch a Dragon Ruler or any plant. Dandelion, get your Glow Up Bulb or Spore, or if you've already used both of those, you can also get your Flamvell Guard. The 1 Soul Charge, I was really hoping this card wasn't going to get hit, but it's still good at 1. And then in my last video, I was talking about how I was thinking of bringing this up to 3. After my testing today, I've confirmed that I am going to bring it up to 3. I just haven't done it yet, and I'm going to cut these down to 2. The only reason I kind of like these at 3 is because you do need something to sideboard out, and there's not a lot of space in the deck for that, and you can always just side out a Dragon Shrine. Alright, traps. This is where the biggest changes in the deck happened. I added a lot more traps to try and be more like I can counter stuff easier. 1 Torrential, 1 Bottomless, 1 Trap Stun. This card's amazing. It stops all of the floodgates you don't like, and it's probably the best answer to emptiness. Then you got your Compulse. I added 1 breakthrough skill. Because I have the Veilers in the sideboard, I was kind of weak to anything that just blew me out in game 1, and I wanted an answer to that. So I decided to add in the 1 breakthrough skill because on the off chance that I do see it with all the deck thinning and draw that I have, I still have the ability to get 2 negations off of it. And it's also still good if I mill it off of like Card Trooper or if I see something better off of Curry Bandit, because it still works in the graveyard. I added the 1 Karma Cut. This card's really good against Burning Abyss Mirror Match. It's good against pretty much everything. This card is backbreaking versus Stella Knights. This card's amazing. It's probably going to get limited or banned in the next list. And then 2 Phoenix Wing. Pretty much does the same thing as Karma Cut, except it messes with their draw and it hits everything. Extra deck. I got my two dandy tokens. Love these little things. Got my Draco Sack tokens. My 1 rank 8 is Felgrand. I don't like Heliopolis because if you have the ability to go in Heliopolis, then you're probably already winning the game, so it just seems win more to me. And this card, if you can get this on like the early stages of the game, you're pretty much just guaranteed to win because he just shuts down like everything. He shuts down mathematician plays. He shuts down tour guide plays, and against Burning Abyss, he also protects himself from their chainable traps. So Felgrand is just amazing right now. Big Eye, not much to say. You go into him, you take stuff. You can use it for synchros or exceeds if you wanted to. He just does everything you need him to do. I cut it down to 1 Draco Sack. I know I said in my video that it was really easy to go into 2, and it is, but I wanted to add more stuff to the synchro part of the extra deck, and this was the easiest way to cut or to fit it in. And then, of course, the 4 stars on the off chance you're overlaying like a debris and a mythic tree or 2 hands. You got your Exton and your 101. Alright, synchros. The 1 formula synchron. I've been thinking of bringing this up to 2, but I haven't decided yet because there's been a lot of chances for me to go into 2. But I also think that there's just more times where I would just only want the 1. The 1 Armades, this card just wrecks most decks right now. Not much to say. GG Hyper Librarian, your pseudo draw engine in the deck. Goyo, I finally got this in the mail. This guy, he's kind of difficult to go into. Your only real way of doing it is by banishing a glow up for Spore to get a level 2, or by using your formula as the tuner. So you don't go into him often, but when you do, he's really good, and he's an Earth for Redox. Black Rose, probably the most common synchro you will go into in this deck because of how easy it is to drop it. And you actually get to use his second effect, which is people don't expect it. And against Shadalls, it's actually really good because you can just flip a Falco and then attack into it for free damage. And I run the 1 Crimson Blader. He's good in the mirror match. He's also good in like against Lightsworn, Monarchs, Shadalls, because you can run over their Falco and then they can't use their Shadal fusion. And the turn where they can't do that is usually a turn where you're pushing for game. The 1 Scrap Dragon, he's probably the second most common synchro you go into. He's a dragon, he's an earth. You can do a play where you like target a Draco Sack with tokens out and pop something for free. You can special summon a mythic water and overlay for Felgrand. This card's amazing. The 1 Stardust, I might switch this out for a Spark Dragon, I'm not sure yet. The only reason I still have the Stardust is for Raigeki. Leo. This guy, he's actually a lot easier to go into than you would think. You just need a formula and then an 8-star, and when you're doing your plant combo, that is almost guaranteed. And this guy, is just so good. You can deck out Burning Abyss with this card. And then the 1 of Star Eater. You don't go into this guy often because you only have the debris play and the spore play to do it. But when you do, he's really good. Like him plus an Armades versus a troll deck is just game. They can't do anything about it. Alright, and then the sideboard, I made some changes to this as well. I decided to add 2 Kokimaru Dragos. With Burning Abyss getting more and more popular, and with the Shadalls staying as popular as they were in like the big 3, this card just shuts those decks down, and because you run so many dragons, you're just able to reveal for it. You can search him off of Tempest because he's a wind. He's a 1900, so the guy's a beat stick. This card's just really good. I wouldn't main him. I've seen a lot of people trying to main this card, but as he is right now, he's perfect. Uh, 2 Maxi. This card, it doesn't come in against a lot. It's mainly against your Satella and your Burning Abyss. You can usually get like a +2 against Satella, and depending on how greedy the Burning Abyss player is, you can go up to like +4 off of 1 Maxi. Veiler. I like Veiler over like Fiendish Chain or Breakthrough Skill in the sideboard because it's a 1-star tuner, and you can kind of bluff it out like you don't set any back row, but you're holding onto a Veiler, and people they I don't know why, but it's like they don't remember that Veiler's a card or something, and they try and go super greedy, and then you just catch them out with Veiler. Double MST. You side them in against heavy back row decks or decks that you think are going to side into heavy back row. Second trap stun for, again, heavy back row and decks that are super reliant on Vanities or Burning Abyss. And then this card, Black Horn of Heaven. It's okay right now against like Burning Abyss or Satella Knights because of their Exceed plays. It's not that great versus Shadal's, but it's going to be really good come November when Quillifs come out. I actually have a video up talking about why this card's going to be good. And then you got your 2 Light Mirror and your 2 Shadow Mirror. Well, that's the deck. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe. If you guys have any questions about the deck, just post them in the comment section. I'll be sure to answer them. All right, bye.